Hey beauties, and welcome back to IAmBeautifulHustlerTV. Today I'll be showing you guys how I create my side part bob cut. And today hair is provided by Ula Hair company. Now they did send over me this bob wig. It was about maybe a 12 or 14 inch, but all of the specific details will be listed down below about this hair and where to purchase. Now I know you guys noticed that I'm already starting this tutorial with the hair pretty much already glued down, and now I'm just showing you briefly me cutting off the extra lace. But for this tutorial today, I did not want to focus on the installation because I literally have hundreds of videos showing you how to install lace wigs. So I really wanted to focus on the actual cut and styling of this wig. Now this is a lace frontal wig, which means it's like a frontal in the front and the bundles in the back, which gives you the free parting space that you need to create whatever type of parting you will like, and gives you many options to style. But I did wanted to do a bob cut video because it's been a while since I've done one. So as I mentioned, I'm just briefly showing you, me cutting off the lace and just tacking down that those corners briefly, but the main focus will be the styling today. But after cutting off that extra lace and tacking everything down, I am going to go ahead and tie that elastic right on that hairline, just to make sure everything is completely melted in and tacked down to perfection. And once I let that sit for about 5 minutes, I will remove it and get straight into the styling portion of this tutorial. Now, I went ahead and I'm removing that elastic band, and I'm just combing all of the hair out. And today I will be doing a side part bob cut. For today, I will be doing like a U-shaped part. So you just want to go ahead and, create your U shape depending on how high or low you want that side part to be, depending on how deep the person wants their part to be as well. And I'm just taking my wax sticks and my hot comb and just hot combing out all of that, all of those roots in the area around the hairline, just so everything can be super flat and neat when I get to the actual, finishing touches and styling. And I will be doing, like I mentioned, a side part asymmetrical cut where just one side will be shorter and the other side will fall in the face and be, just slightly longer. Not a deep, major side asymmetrical cut, because there's so many different ways you can take this style. You can just do it where it's a little bit shorter and then longer on the other side, or you can make it extremely short and extremely long on one side, depending on what kind of hair or what length of hair you are using. But I'm just gonna go ahead and, as I mentioned, show you the short side as far as, well, the shorter asymmetrical cut as far as this look today based on the length of this wig. But however, I'm just going to continue to hot comb out the roots and get everything super flat before actually cutting the wig. So now that I have everything all hot combed out, I'm just going to take a little bit of that hair and pull my baby hair section out as far as right here, and I will do the sideburn baby hair towards the end of this tutorial. But once I do that, I am going to go ahead and begin to do my cut. And for the most part, I do cut my bobs with scissors, especially because I just really like that straight clean cut, even though you could get the same results with a razor, but you will eventually have to still go back in with either scissors or or clippers, depending on how you like to do your bobs. But right now I'm just taking a little bit of that Got2b spray and just tacking down all those flyaways and everything like that before I begin to cut, because I want everything to be super flat and neat as well, and nothing out of place where it can make the cut look uneven or anything like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and smooth everything on down, and I'm gonna go in with some scissors and begin to cut those hairs right away. So I usually like to start when I'm doing my bob cuts with the side that's going to be shorter first, and just make everything line up in the back and on the other side before doing my angle for the longer side. So right now I'm just going to take like I said, the front part of the hair and just begin my blunt cut, and just match the rest of the hair, match up the rest of the cut with that guideline there as I make my way around to the other side. And I just like to just cut little by little, and just continue to go over it until I feel like it is perfect enough for me to continue. So I would just go around the head piece by piece and make everything match up with the guideline. Now, as I continue to work my way to the other side, once I actually reach over to where the longer side would be, I like to cut from the front to meet up with the rest of the wig the rest of this, the bob on the side. So I do go from the front and angle the type of angle that I want, whether it's going to be a short angle or a long angle, and then I match it up with the rest of the bob cut. So you have to really pay attention to what you're doing, because you don't want to angle up way higher than where you cut your bob and it's like uneven and stuff like that, even though it's supposed to be uneven, but it's still supposed to match up. So you just want to be careful on how you cut that. But once you get it cut to how you want it, you can go in and begin to bump your bob. Now I like to use my big flat iron, that way I never have this issue whether I'm using a small flat iron or the bigger flat iron. But you just want to make sure that you do not over bump the bob where you curl it under too hard. So if you are a beginner, I do recommend the bigger flat iron. That way you can just tap the ends of the hair with the bigger flat iron, and it just gives you that nice round look. But just be sure to not over curl your bob. So I'm just going to go on with the flat iron and flat iron my bob all over. This piece here will actually be cut into a sideburn later on. I'm just flat, slightly bumping it out first before I actually pull it behind with the rest of the hair and everything like that.
Hey, what's good, Shakari? Hey, what's good, Shakari?
So now that everything is all bumped up, I'm going to begin to swoop the baby hair. Now I'm not going baby hair crazy with this installation. I'm just going to do one where the parting area is and then one for the sideburn. So what I did was took my edge brush and I sprayed the got to be spray on the edge brush, and I'm just going to swoop it with my finger and blow dry it into place. And this method helps your baby hairs last, just longer than any other way, especially way longer than the mousse method. So I just like to do it this way, but it depends on what the client wants as well. It's just if they want soft baby hair or if they don't want their baby hair to move, because everybody has their own preference with their hair. So I am just going to go ahead and swoop that piece there, and then I'm going to comb the hair that's in front of the sideburn area back, just leaving out a little bit and cutting the sideburn area swoop. And after I do that, I will get into concealing the part and just doing like the finishing touches on this wig. Now, as I mentioned before, my main focus was just like the bob cut and the styling in this tutorial, because I always do the installations and everything for you to see. But I pretty much, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys do enjoy this tutorial. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below and I will answer them. Right now, as I mentioned, all of my products are out of stock, but my new shipment is on the way. So just be ready because it is getting serious. It is getting sold out quickly. So you want to make sure that you do have have the chance to purchase your lace melt adhesive and everything like that. And of course, that is the only glue that I use for my installations. Of course, my own brand. I'm using my own products, and there is more to come. So always be on point. If you guys have not done so already, be sure to follow me on my Instagram. That way you can see, my regular hair photos. I don't record every installation that I do. So, you can still see some of the styling that I'm doing on there. And yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below about this look. And thank you guys for tuning in to I Am Beautiful Hustler TV.
I'm going out. I wear my jean jacket. I can go on dinner dates with my husband, like to the movies, and it just works. It's